What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hef here. So this is gonna be a real brief one. Now I've made a couple videos, probably actually two. But that's neither here nor there. And I know I spoke about it on the podcast Moss Media on Spotify about the quote unquote the Rona. So I've pretty much made my stance as clear as I possibly could. But I saw this segment, so I was like, let me just make this video about it, because I know there's many of you that are still stuck on just going off what the news outlets give you. Now, what's interesting about that is that this news outlet is about to give us something, but a lot of these segments go, like in one ear or out the other. They don't get that much airtime. No one really, stops and talks about it. No one brings it up. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to address it and what it means.
At 11, the masks are coming off, except for on those people, but for a lot of people they're coming off, and physical distancing is becoming an afterthought. Thousands of people are returning to offices, schools, we're having packed events again. So what do you think comes next? Well,
and also, as I stated before, I live in the what you would call the greater New York City area. I live currently in the Jersey Shore. If anyone's familiar with that area, that's where I live now. I live very close to the water, actually, where many people come to congregate, especially during the summer. So, as you can imagine, it's been packed where I'm at now. Wherever you go, there's stores packed, people all in the stores, whether they're going shopping or whether they're actually at a restaurant or a bar, whatever the case may be. It's like, Rona what? And I'm saying all this to say pretty much what they're about to say, which is that, isn't it a little peculiar how, they're saying that, oh, well, it's okay because many more people have gotten the vaccine and that's the reason why. But yet, and I know there's many people that did get the vaccine and there's also many people that did not get the vaccine. And if I'm a betting man, I'm just going to sit here and say, I think that more people should be getting the should be catching the Rona with how things are going down. Considering the fact that many people aren't getting the vaccine. And they're not. So what's that say? What's that say? And I'm not here to downplay COVID-19. It is a real thing. My only contention with that is how much attention should we put on it? Should we stop everything that we're doing like we did? No, that I don't agree with that. I don't think that was a great idea. I do think that it was used as a way to marshal in small pieces of more government control, which would ultimately lead us to none other than Marxism, which is something that I talk about quite frequently. And if y'all haven't read any of the things that I've told you to read pertaining to that stuff, please do yourself a favor and start reading. There, that way you'd understand why I keep making reference to such things. Okay.
doctors say more illnesses could start to spread. As Fox 13's Catherine Hawley reports, medical experts are warning that your little ones may be the most at risk.
All of the precautions we took during the pandemic helped keep COVID-19 cases down and most other seasonal viruses away.
Flu.
Okay, you see how they just said that? They made it seem like, oh, it helps keep COVID-19 numbers down. Last time I checked, they were going crazy. Like, the numbers are just, they keep going up and everyone's freaking out and stuff like that. So the fact that that this woman would just say, oh, it helped keep the numbers down and stuff, did it? Did it according to all the media outrage? I don't think that was the case. But now, since it's in the quote-unquote rear view, I think that's why they're speaking about it like that. And also, I believe that this segment is from Fox 13 in Florida. Now, as some of you or most of you should know, Florida was one of the first states to actually say, you know, I'm paraphrasing here, but like, fuck that shit. Like, we're just going to open up and let the pieces fall where they fall. So, Florida was one of those states. They opened up. I don't remember when, but I'm pretty sure they might have been the first, or at least amongst the first to do so.
Completely dropped off the map this past flu season.
Hold on. Let's see what he said.
Helped keep COVID-19 cases down and most other seasonal viruses away.
Flu.
They're saying that the mask and everything helped keep other seasonal viruses away. Because I know there's been a lot of people saying, oh, well, what happened to the flu? It's funny how the flu just disappeared and stuff like that, right? Now they're trying to say that the flu and other seasonal stuff, quote unquote, disappeared because of the mask. Allegedly, right? But how much sense does that make? Because again, even with the mask, if the flu's out there, people should still be getting the flu, right? Right? Because if they're still going to get COVID, you know, it's just kind of those things that you just can't avoid it. That's why people get the flu shot every goddamn year, right? On top of that, again, we have to keep in mind that this segment is coming from Florida. Florida, they stopped wearing masks early on. So again, if these things are out there, and I'm not sitting here saying that the flu isn't real, I'm just saying that the way that they're trying to, you know, talk about it or speak about it for that matter, or not even trying, the way that they are speaking about it, is not all, you know, you can't just, you know, go with it and run with it and say, you know, that this is the bee's knees. Like, that's just not the case, all right? You have to, you know, use your brain. Use your brain, you know, and because if you fail to do so, what's going to happen is once you start listening to what they tell you to do, you're going to continue listening to what they tell you to do in fear of, if you don't comply, that something's going to happen to you, right? And that's pretty much not pretty much, but that's one of the reasons why I did not get the vaccine, because I said, hey, they got the flu vaccine every year. Go get your flu shot. Get your flu shot every goddamn year, right? Now, I know you don't technically have to get the flu shot every year, but I know people that do and get it every year and stuff like that. And so I said, all right, look, one, I don't get the flu shot. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I've gotten a flu shot, if I've ever gotten a flu shot, all right? Outside of, like, you know, mandatory, and I put that in quotes, immunizations that I needed in childhood. So I said, all right, I don't get the flu shot. All right, and if I did get the flu shot, I'd probably feel like I have to get it every year. Because also, I'm that type of person that you know, if I do something and I don't do it, and then I catch the flu, I'll be mad at my damn self. Like, see, I should have got the goddamn flu shot or whatever the case may be. I'm that type of person. So I was like, well, I don't get the flu shot, so I'm not going to get the COVID shot. But that wasn't the main reason. But so that's just one of the reasons, right? So if I get the COVID shot, and then next year they come out with, oh, well, there's a new super COVID, super Rona. You know, it's out here, you know, whatever. Then they make the new super vaccine to fight the super Rona. Then what? You know, do you sit there and say, well, I got the last one, I should be good? No, they get you in that carousel of just like, okay, whenever the hell they say they got a new one, you got to go get it. And also not knowing what the hell is in it. You know, not knowing what the hell is in it. Now, we know that they got the RNA in there. You know, we know about that. But, you know, I don't want that. I don't want that in my damn body. But anyway, I don't want to get too far off the path. I don't want to, you know, have this be like a quote unquote conspiracy theory video. It's not. It's just more or less urging people to scrutinize the information that you're taking in. That's it. And you should always be doing that. But just in case you're not, now you know.
Just completely dropped off the map this past flu season. There was basically none.
For many of us, the masks are coming off. We're not as vigilant with our hand hygiene, and being together is more important than 6 feet apart. As a result, doctors say more people are getting sick with colds and respiratory.
Yo, you saw that, man? Why did they even show that? This man over here, and see that he got the Rona.
Not as vigilant with hand hygiene, and being together is more important than 6 feet apart. As a result, doctors say more people are getting sick with colds.
I hope the cameraman that was there was 6 feet apart with a mask on and some gloves, because I'm pretty sure if not, 2 weeks later, that nigga called out of work. He was like, I'm not going to be able to make it today.
Respiratory viruses.
I'm really interested to see what happens with flu. Flu is the one to watch, I think.
Experts say the lack of exposure to the flu could make folks more susceptible to the virus when it returns. Meaning influenza outbreaks could be more widespread than normal or occur at unusual times of the year. However, it's also possible the virus comes back.
See, so what they're doing is they're doing what I call the LeBron James effect. They're setting it up before it even happens, just in case what happens is like, oh, well, we did say that's possible. So, do I trust the government? No. Hell the fuck no. And you shouldn't either. So with that being said, if they're sitting here saying, hey, the flu could come back stronger, wink, wink, I'm pretty sure that, they know how to manipulate the quote unquote flu to make it come back stronger. So again, don't be surprised if that shit come back, backed up than the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Just ready out here, like freaking super flu or whatever the case may be. And also they're talking about now the corona.
Less dangerous since it didn't get the chance to mutate.
The lack of genetic diversity of flu should lead to a milder flu season. The truth is we don't know what's going to happen.
Right now, Florida is seeing an out-of-season surge of RSV in children. Little ones who were mainly home over the last year are now heading back to childcare or playgroups and being exposed.
They're the ones that probably haven't seen the virus before. So their immune system is completely naive.
Parents need to be aware that lack of immunity in infants and young children means a higher risk of infections and severe disease. For the rest of us, Tang says our immunity to common illnesses should still be intact.
For most of these pathogens, missing one season isn't really going to change your immune system.
Staying in the habit of washing your hands often and isolating if you're feeling under the weather can only help. Catherine Hawley, Fox 13 News.
Hey, hold on, cut that shit out. So anyway, that's pretty much it on that, y'all. I just wanted to let you know, what could be possibly in store, or what could possibly be in store. And because again, they like to set the groundwork early, so don't be surprised when some ish pops off. All right, and also again, scrutinize the information that you're taking in. Don't just take it and freaking run with it. All right, you gotta scrutinize it, and scrutinize it again. But that's it, y'all. Peace.